It all started on December 19th, 2014. Like every other day, I went to bed very late, around 2 a.m. That night, I had a dream. In the dream, I was inside an elevator in some shopping mall. As the elevator doors were about to close, a girl came running and asked, "May I come in?" Just then, I woke up. The strange thing was, I saw the same dream for the next 6 nights. Confused, I shared the dream with one of my friends. He said, "It's nothing, probably just your mind playing tricks. Dreams like..." But the thing is, I had never seen that girl before in my life, not in real life, not even online. Then my friend gave me a strange suggestion. "If you see that dream again, try letting her into the elevator. Let's see what happens." I didn't take it seriously at the time. But the day it all truly began was my birthday. Again, I went to bed late. And just like before, I had the same dream. But this time, I gathered the courage and said, "Yes, you can come in." Right after saying that, I woke up, and what I saw next made my blood freeze. That same girl from the dream was sitting next to my bed. I screamed, jumped out of the bed, and tore through the mosquito net. But when I looked again, there was no one there. Just then, my mother came rushing into the room and asked, "What happened?" I said, "Nothing." Because if I told her the truth, she wouldn't let me sleep alone anymore. And that meant no more late-night Facebook scrolling. Once they left, I turned on the lights and lay under the blanket, trying to sleep. But sleep didn't come easily. Suddenly, I had to use the bathroom. Even though I was terrified, I gathered the courage to get up and open the door. As I opened the door, that same girl was on the other side. She pushed the door from her side and stepped into the room. I froze. I couldn't move, couldn't speak. She looked at me and softly said, "You told me to come in, now you're scared of me?" I trembled. Then she said something even more terrifying. "I came here because I saw you in my dream too. My name is Shukla." My heart was pounding. I closed my eyes in fear. When I opened them again, she was still standing there. I banged my hand against the wall to check if I was dreaming. But it hurt. I was awake, and she was real. Then she said, "No one else can see me, only you. You can feel me." It said, "It will blend in." I became even more scared. After thinking for a long time about what had happened, I started wondering, what happened to me? Did I really see that? Or was it a mistake? As I thought about it, the night eventually passed. The next day, I went to school and did all the tasks I had for the day. In the evening, while I was doing my homework, my pen fell down. I went to pick it up, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Later, when I looked at the table, I saw the pen was on the table and sitting on the chair beside. It was that girl. I screamed and ran to my mother's room. I told her, "Mom, who's that in my room? Is someone else coming into the house?" My mother came to my room with me, and when we entered, there was no one there. But I had clearly seen her sitting in the chair, looking at me and smiling. The girl said, "It's no use. No one else can see me, only you." I then went with my mother to her room and told her everything that had happened. My mother said, "It's just your imagination." I said, "But I can still see her. How is that possible?" My mother replied, "Maybe it's just your mind." I agreed and continued. A while later, the girl spoke and said, "Why are you scared now? After you invited me in, why are you acting like this when you see me?" I spoke to her again and asked, "Who are you? Why are you scaring me?" She replied, "You have nothing to fear. I won't hurt you. I just want to talk to you." I said. "You want to talk to me? I'm just really scared. Please don't disturb me anymore." After that, she left. But even after that, sometimes I would feel like someone was watching me. I began to feel disturbed and decided to talk to a spiritual leader, Huzur, for help. He told me, "There's no benefit, nothing will happen." Yet I still felt like someone was following me. One day, I said out loud, "Whoever you are, just leave me alone." The presence I had been feeling didn't appear. Then I called out by name, "Come in the morning." And suddenly I saw her. But this time I wasn't scared anymore. I said, "Don't hide and watch me from a distance. It's fine if you come in front of me. But it disturbs me when you watch me secretly." After that, the girl started talking to me frequently. Talking to her, I gradually started distancing myself from my friends and began to stay online more often. I realized that I began to feel uncomfortable if I didn't talk to her. It was as if I couldn't live without talking to her. I never realized when I started feeling this way about her. It was the first time I ever experienced something like this. I even started trying to draw her portrait. But how would I capture her image? I couldn't see her through a camera or in the mirror. I began drawing her pictures. I'm good at drawing, and the more I practiced, the more I managed to recreate her face. But I wasn't sure if I could trust her. Maybe I had seen someone like her in my life and was imagining it all. But I knew for sure that I had never seen anyone like her before. She told me that she was a spirit and that she would never hurt me. She promised that everything would make sense to me after some time. Hearing these words from her, I felt conflicted because I had spent so much time with her. My fear turned into affection, and I began to feel a kind of love for her. I didn't want to lose her. She always wore a light blue jacket, and her eyes were a bright blue with a hint of white. Her smile was very frightening, and she wore a black muffler with 3 ball-like decorations on the end and X and S written on them. That day, she told me something, and after that, I never saw her again. This should be in the correct format with spaces before and after punctuation, as. The truth is, I never really asked her why she came or what she wanted. But the day I finally asked, I never saw her again. One night, I got up to go to the washroom. As I was turning on the light in the dining area, I saw her hanging from the fan. I screamed, cried. I felt terrible. I wanted to run to her, but I couldn't touch her. I couldn't even see her properly anymore. But the moment everyone else came, she completely vanished from my sight. Crying uncontrollably, I rushed back to my room. I lay down and eventually fell asleep after a long time. Then, in a dream-like state the next morning, she appeared and said, "That's why I told you. You'll understand later. I just wanted to talk to you. That's all. Take care."